Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my high.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a overnight camping out all day before I head into work tomorrow night. So yeah, I am back out at a familiar site. This is where Darlene and I camped at maybe about 4 videos ago. Bathhouse is right there. So yeah, I got lucky, I think, because there's nobody out here. All the campers, the RV campers, are up front, but back here on this little strip, it's only me. I think further up the road are 2 RVs and a van, but back this way, it's just me. Pretty desolate. Oh, it's hot and it's muggy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get set up. So yeah, hang tight, guys, and I'll show you guys this car tent that I have.
I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
I just struggled for like 8 minutes trying to pop this bad boy up. The roof is hard to pop up. I am out of breath. Oh, it is so humid out here, y'all. Okay, so I got a car tent. This is the Joy-Tudas car tent. I reviewed their inflatable car tent a couple of videos ago, y'all. Ooh, look at all this sweat. Yeah, this thing was definitely a little difficult to pop up the roof, that is. But we're there. I don't have that much time before the sun is going down before it gets dark. So let me go ahead and finish getting set up, and I'll take you guys on a little tour of how this all comes together. I am done setting up. I just had to call the park ranger because it's after 8 o'clock and they're on call after 8 once the visitor center closes. I had to call them so they can come and turn on the electrical box. So I will have electric here soon, but I'll show you guys the setup right now. What I love about this is that it has a cabin. It has the mesh netting, so it does have a window that you can roll up. And then each of the pop-outs, they do have a roll down curtain that is black. So I have those rolled up. And we have a small door. Let me zip that up right quick, show you how that looks. Okay, so it has this nice little size front door. I love that. It's really nice. All right, and here is set up. It's about to, I believe, rain because it is thundering, if you guys can hear that in the background. But yeah, this is kind of like the cabin area right here because you can actually close it off. All right, so once you close this off, you have cabin on the other side, so I'm going to zip it back up so you guys can see the other side. All right, so you have this cabin space here. So if I have to use the bathroom, all I have to do is slip out and I'm in this little area. Yeah, I thought that was pretty nice. I like that. You have like 2 windows on each side, mesh windows, and then you have the curtains. You can roll those up. Okay, so here's another look at it from the outside. outside, y'all. It's raining. The storm is coming through. Hopefully it passes by really soon. I'm like getting rained on all night. I mean, the rain does pretty good, but yeah, I don't want it to be a raining camp. And so I'm looking at my car and it's kind of like on a slant. It's not level. So hopefully I sleep okay tonight. So the park rangers, they finally came around. They turned on the power, so I got my fan going. And this is the Whoohoo Fan. When I talk about fans, this is a excellent fan. Oh, yeah, it's coming down. Trying to leave some of the curtains kind of cracked open so there could be some ventilation coming through here. Because I've closed all the panels, brought all the panels down. You guys probably can't hear me, but try to raise this up just a little. All right, that's a little better. Lighting is a little better. So I got the roof on just in time, because I was struggling when I first got out here. I was struggling trying to get it on, and once I got everything set up, I kept trying to throw it over the top. I finally got it, and then the storm came through, so that was right on time. I need to go take a shower. I am hot and sweaty. Luckily, the bathhouse is right across the street, so as soon as it stops raining, I'm going to shoot over there, take me a shower, and then come back and chill out. Thank God I get a chance to see how well this tent is going to do in inclement weather. But yeah, it's thundering, it's lightning. Woo. I didn't even look at the weather before coming out. I had no clue that it was going to rain. None whatsoever. So I added the mesh netting that goes on the back of the tailgate because this tent does not come with a skirt that goes around the bumper. So that allows for animals, critters to be able to go up underneath the car and come into the cabin area. So I was very uncomfortable with that. So went on and added this. And then I took the magnets. I think I told you guys about these magnets that I use. I just took those and just went around the perimeter just to make sure that I sealed it real good. Yeah, so hopefully no little critters try to come into the cabin area. And it's still raining. It's kind of drizzling on and off. The temperature did go down a bit. And I turned the fan off just so I can record this part. But I'm going to turn this back on so it doesn't get too stuffy in here. All right, checking to make sure there's no critters. Those are my magnets that are falling on the ground. All right, I'm running over to the restroom. It's about 6:30. Just woke up. Okay, I'm gonna go out this way. Everything is intact. All right, looks like we did get a neighbor. There's a camper van. Okay, the bathrooms. It's kind of dirty in here. Oh, really? I am on my way home. Yes, I packed everything up this morning, and decided to go home. I got up this morning about 6:30, went into the bathroom, and it was nasty. And I was like, nope, nope, I can't. I don't foresee. I mean, it wasn't like filthy, but it was just dirty and wet. They had the door actually open. I don't know if they was airing it out. Not sure what was going on. But I did not foresee myself taking a shower in there this morning. Yeah, so and then it looks like it's gonna be raining off and on. It's very cloudy, and I'm one of those people, when it rains, I don't like feeling damp. And I was feeling like that, and I was just like, I do not want to feel damp all day. So yeah, I was gonna sit outside in the beautiful sunshine, telework, make some coffee, eat some breakfast, you know, warm up my lunch on the fire, and just chill out all day. So I should have checked the weather. I did not check the weather any time, because the last couple of days it has been hot and sunny, and I just knew we was gonna have another hot and sunny day. So that's my bad. But anyways, yeah, I'm going home, and I'm gonna try this again maybe next week, because I didn't get my due just with this tent. This tent is so lovely. It is so lovely. It had everything, with the exception, and I just cannot understand how this was left out or not part of the tent. It didn't have a skirt to go around the bumper. Now most car tents, they do. They have it. And a tent with this amount of details, I don't understand why that was not included in it. I don't understand. I just don't. I don't understand. But anyways, I really like this tent. I think it is amazing. The fact that it has two areas, a living area and a cabin area, that you can close off. And I discovered before going to bed last night that the door that separates the cabin area and the living area has a window. So it has a curtain that you can actually roll down, and you can still see into the living area. And I was like, oh, how did I miss that? But yeah, that was a nice discovery. I love that it has two doors to the cabin area and two windows with mesh netting that, you know, you can roll down the curtain and have that cross breeze. The front door is actually a nice size, regular looking door. I love that. That also had a window with a curtain that you can roll down. So it hits on every level, except it did not have a curtain that helps prevent the critters from crawling, if they crawled up under your car, from coming into your space. So I am going to have to either find something that exists, or something that could potentially serve as a curtain, or I'm just going to have to create something. But yeah, I don't understand some of these tent makers, how they come up with such a great concept and leave one important aspect out. I would never understand that. The other good thing about the tent is that you can use it as a standalone, so it doesn't have to be connected to your car. So I love that. Really love that idea. It had everything that I would want in a tent. The panels, most gazebos, you have the panels that you have to put on yourself. These panels are sewed in. Okay, I had to throw in a quick voiceover because I was saying something wrong, but I was referring to the panels. They're sewn in at the top and you roll them down at the bottom. They have Velcro going along the side for you to attach it to. So So I love that you don't have to keep up with the panels. They're already sold in. So yeah, I thought that was a really nice touch. I love the fact that the panels are black. Yeah, so really nice features. Really nice features. And I'm glad I bought it. Now, one thing that you guys didn't know is that when Jortutus reached out to me to do a collaboration, that was one of the tents that I could have chosen from, and I actually chose that tent, but Jortutus said that it was out of stock, so I ended up getting the inflatable tent, which was fine. I like that tent too. It just didn't work the way that I thought it was going to work. But there was a couple of people that actually have that tent that chimed in the comment section under that video and said that I set it up wrong. And they were right. It was set up wrong. I wouldn't say wrong, because it still worked out the way that I wanted it to work out. But the hatch door was not supposed to be inside of the tent. And so they were right about that. They were actually right about that. But again, it worked out how I thought that the tent should have been designed, where the window was flush against the window of the back of the hatch. That way you could slide in and out. But I'm gonna set it back up correctly, because I believe it was designed kind of like this tent, where it had that little cabin area. I think that is how it's supposed to be. So I'm curious about that. I'm going to try it out and see how that works. But anyways, yeah, so it's starting to rain now again. Yeah, so I don't want to be out in this all day. Although I could have worked inside of the tent, but I just, yeah. I didn't want to have to deal with that today. I don't want to be in the rain today. I'm just not feeling it. Although I enjoyed listening to the rain last night. And it took me a while to get to sleep last night. And I guess because, you know, there was like huge raindrops that was hitting the top of the car. And it was just loud. It just seemed extremely loud. Everything seems extremely loud when you're out in the woods. That's a known fact. But yeah, I didn't get to sleep right away. But then I end up sleeping pretty good. All right, so I am ending this video right now, and I will see you guys at the next camp. Hopefully, in the next week or so, I'll get another camp in. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.